good to be back in the 10 News studio.
Look, my favorite paperclip is right where I left it.
And my Goat Simulator game is still paused.
A lot happened during our brief winter break, so let's jump right in. I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. It's Tuesday, January 10th.
This is the 10 News.
And here are 10 things you need to know right now.
Processing.
First up, there's been a lot of weather news. California slammed by cyclone. Storms have brought historic rainfall to Northern California, leading to dangerous floods and the potential for broken dams. Some areas have even been evacuated. The bomb cyclone responsible for the huge amount of rain has been dubbed the Pineapple Express. While the name might sound quick and delicious, we send our best to all that are affected by the floods. And a heat wave hits Europe. At the start of the new year, Europe experienced record-breaking heat waves. And in some places, the heat broke records by nearly 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Many meteorologists point to climate change as the cause of the winter heat wave.
A Jeremy Renner update. Avenger star Jeremy Renner, aka Hawkeye, was injured in a snowplow accident near his home in Reno, Nevada. Renner's in the hospital in stable but serious condition after life-saving surgery. He shared a photo on social media from his hospital bed, thanking fans for their support.
That's great!
Rest in peace, Pope Benedict. The former Pope, Benedict XVI, has died at the age of 95. Prior to his death, Benedict broke with tradition when he stepped out in 2013 due to ill health. Catholic popes usually serve until their death, and this was the first time that there were two popes alive at the same time.
Tech giants trimming down. It's been a tough week for tech workers, and it's about to get tougher. Amazon says it will lay off 18,000 workers following in the footsteps of other tech giants like Meta and Twitter.
Okay, that's bad.
War in Ukraine update. Russian forces have spent months launching missile attacks aimed at destroying Ukrainian infrastructure. Ukraine hit back in one of their first large-scale counter-assaults. On New Year's Day, Ukraine launched an attack on Russian forces in Donetsk, a Ukrainian state that's been under Russian control since 2014. Ukrainian military reportedly used cell phone data to pinpoint the location of hundreds of Russian soldiers.
Wow.
COVID continues. A new Omicron subvariant called XBB 1.5 is now the dominant strain of COVID in the U.S. Scientists say it spreads more easily, but is not any more severe than any other strains of Omicron.
And lastly, there's been a lot of action in the U.S. Congress. The House Speaker stalemate. In the November midterm elections, Republicans won a majority in the House of Representatives, but it took 15 tries for them to elect their Speaker of the House.
What?
Kevin McCarthy has finally been named Speaker after a historic stalemate. Eventually, McCarthy had to make concessions to conservative Republicans. This is historic. There haven't been this many votes to choose a Speaker of the House since before the Civil War. House Democrats unanimously voted for their leader, Hakeem Jeffries, the first black person ever to lead a party in Congress.
Yes!
Liar, liar, pants on fire. The newly elected Republican congressman from New York, George Santos, lied to voters about his education, work experience, and even his heritage. He says he did nothing wrong, but federal prosecutors are investigating his campaign and his finances. Brazilian authorities have also reopened an old case against him.
Seriously?
Sworn in by Superman. When Democratic Congressman-elect Robert Garcia is sworn in, he'll place his hand on a copy of the U.S. Constitution and a Superman comic.
No way!
The California representative chose the comic alongside photos of his parents and his citizenship card because they're meaningful. Members of Congress can be sworn in with any book, and in the past have been sworn in on the Bible, the Quran, Hebrew Scripture, and the Bhagavad Gita, a sacred Hindu text.
Wow!
That was the 10 things you need to know right now.
Check out tomorrow's episode where we'll break down what happened to Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin and find out why Winnie the Pooh is in the news.
I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. Thanks for listening to the 10 News.
Data transfer complete.